Good morning, everybody. So I came down to my garden this morning just to pick whatever tomatoes I have because I'm going to do some canning. Some diced tomatoes, spaghetti sauce, and do some pickled banana peppers. Thought I'd water because I didn't come down here for 2 days, which is very rare. I just wanted to show you guys an update. My carrots are doing amazing over here. I planted some seeds. The fact that I didn't come down, I'm not sure if they're going to germinate. I see there's like 1 or 2 maybe. The ones I transplanted are doing pretty good though. But some of the stuff that I just want to point out real quick, my sweet potato vine that was pretty much dead, that thing's gone up and over the bed. My beans over here are just luscious. This tomato plant that I pulled over on this bed, it's like huge. It's got flowers. I don't know what it's going to be. Probably aroma. My ginger's huge. I mean, stuff just really took off. I've got this chocolate mint that's, I mean, it's completely taken over this whole area. So I'm going to harvest this as well. I've got my cantaloupes. Look at, got a little bee in there. So there's some cantaloupes forming, which is exciting. I'm going to pick all these blushing Romas, and these are my favorite tomatoes. Again, I say it every time, Estrina tomatoes. And then I have my Amish paste over on the other side, which there's some that I need to pick today. This sweet potato bed has just, I mean, I can't even walk right here. I don't know, this is pretty exciting. And then I just have my lettuce bed in here, which they're all coming up super, super nice. I did plant in this bed I got some weeds and of course some tomatoes. Some cauliflower, which they are popping up. My strawberries I transplanted. Some did die, which is okay. But a lot of these look really good. But like my dried beans are doing really well. They're doing what they're supposed to do. I got to keep an eye on them because, like for instance, this right here, it's like all black and moldy. So I'm going to have to go through and really look at those. The onions along here, they're bulbing up really nice actually. My lettuce in there is looking good. I've got tomatoes blushing everywhere. So it's just an exciting time right now in the garden. This I have to stake back up. I've kind of just neglected this on purpose, really, because I knew I wasn't going to get anything because it was too warm, and then that's just what happens. My cucumbers over here, they look a little yellow, so I might have to go through, I think I might just water them with some fish emulsion and see how that takes. And then these bean plants, I'm letting majority of these go to seed so I can plant next year. But I noticed, like, I mean, I've still got some decent beans. I just canned, I think 7 or 8 pints 2 days ago. My volunteer carrots, you guys. Look at this. I mean, they're not going to do anything, but they sure do look nice. This is the round zucchini plant, and I pulled a lot of zucchini off of this. There's another one right here. I just cut it up and put it in my spaghetti sauce. Sage plant, I need to get down here, harvest this stuff. I harvested a bunch of herbs the other day, put it all through the freeze dryer. These beans are doing good in the green stalk. Pretty much just the beans are doing really well. I've got this one cayenne pepper plant, and there are some peppers on here. There's one tucked back here. So they're doing all right. I got a couple strawberries on this plant. The strawberry bed over here is just, man, it's performed way better than I ever thought it would. We've got one plant that just puts off really nice sized strawberries. So I'm going to go dig through here, and I think I'm going to have to pull the onions in here because they are all starting to bend over. They're doing the classic browning of the tops, which will open this up even more. And I think we're still, even though it's mid-August right now, zone 4B, we're still going to get strawberries. The pepper bed right next to it, both of these, I've picked an abundance of peppers. Today I'm going to come down, check my banana peppers, and I am growing for the first time Jimmy Nardellos. I tasted one. They are a unique flavor. They're sweet. I think if I mix them with the banana peppers, that's going to make a really good pickled pepper. My arch here, these 1500 dry beans, when it's warm out, you just stand in here. It's so nice. You get shaded. I've got my honey butternut squash here, looking so good. Look at this guy. And the vines I've got to come up all the time, come down here all the time and pull vines up. There's flowers everywhere. These flowers are pretty massive. So these are performing super well. The cucumbers, I've got cucumbers. I come down, Again, I've been really pruning my cucumber plants. So I've just been getting an abundance of cucumbers. And I'm kind of to the point where I don't need them. But I'm going to do one more spicy pickle session. And we're going to be done with cucumbers. Everything else can just be gifted. Sweet chocolate peppers, you guys, grow them. They're so good. They just grow, grow, grow. These are the Jimmy Nardellos right here. And then the carrots, I did go and harvest a bunch of carrots. Waiting to dice those up and make sauce. I just need a little bit more tomatoes. I went and brutally harvested off of this, and my parsley is back. My basil's back, and I just did this. My oregano, my rosemary. Yeah, I just pruned this down it was, like I said, I really butchered it, but I'm going to have to harvest again off of this. It's a good problem to have. Our pumpkin, this one's turning nice and orange. We've got another one down there. I think, looks like this one up here didn't make the cut. But there was a few other small ones too. The one that was vining outside, it got pecked, I'm sure, by the chicken. These potatoes are pretty much died back. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to dig them up. We're going to see what we have for potatoes here soon. Yeah, I haven't been in here for a while. I got some red on this tomato plant right here. But the peppers in here, I have to water real quick. That was my intention, is just to water down here. Not really do anything else, but I'm pretty excited about a lot of the progress. So there's a little red cayenne pepper back on this plant. Let's just check everything else out. Looks like this is just a regular cherry tomato. Okay, I wasn't sure because I was a volunteer. Iceberg lettuce is heading very nicely. I think I'm going to pull this because I haven't had any bug pressure on here, but I've noticed the last couple times I've been down here, I think there is. So I'm going to pull it so we can actually use this. These onions are bulbing. They were the really, really, really tiny ones, but they are bulbing up, so that's nice. Potatoes, you guys, again, I think everything's dying back. You can see all the weeds. So we're going to come in here and actually, I don't think we're going to get much of a harvest, but we'll do that together and I'll show you guys. This tomato plant is really putting on some nice tomatoes. This is the black strawberry plant. And I grew red potatoes and Yukon. And then I planted broccoli and cauliflower in here, and it looks like they are popping up. There's a few. That one's missing. But then, I have two here. So what I'll do is let them get a little bigger, and I'll separate it and transplant it in that hole. Yeah, there's just a few that didn't pop up. That one didn't pop up. There's a tiny, tiny one in there. Oh, there's one hiding right back there. There's actually quite a few. Yeah, so you guys, I just wanted to show you real quick everything that's going on. I'm going to get this high tunnel watered real fast. It's starting to get pretty warm in here, so I don't want to be inside here for too long. And like I said, I've got a pretty full day in the kitchen trying to get everything canned up. And then we've got my carrot seeds over here. Looks like this one got caught underneath, so we're going to try to help that up. Let it survive. But you can see the ones that I did transplant, so that's Oh, there's one in there. Where I planted the cabbage, some of them didn't germinate, so I went through and I like I overseeded. These are weeds. That way I had one more shot to kind of get these in the ground, and so I'll just thin these out because it does look like, well, it looks like they all germinated in these holes, but I'll put a stronger one and maybe I'll plant even more. My peas, I have to go through and clean this up, but the peas did pop up. There's a lot that didn't pop up, which is fine because I just eat them fresh. I don't like them any other way. But yeah, I just wanted to show you guys real quick because it's just so exciting to see how much stuff can continually grows. Like, you know, for instance, this cucumber vine, I mean, it just won't stop growing. Puts on new growth, and it's just so impressive the abundance you can grow in not a very big space. We're gonna go and check the hot pepper bed too, but first we're harvesting what I need to harvest today. Check the cover off the strawberries here. I'm gonna pull these onions. They're starting to die back and the necks are soft, so we're gonna go search for some onions. They're looking to be a decent size. Yeah, some of them are small, but that's fine, you guys. That'll eat very well. But we'll get this up, like I said, and then it's really going to open this whole bed up. And I got my cups in here that I propagated, and I'll probably have to go back through and do that again. So it's a good problem to have, you guys. Trust me. My nice little group of onions, and we got some tomatoes down there, cucumbers, some green beans, and strawberries. Now I'm just gonna go and pick out the sage. I've got that mint I'm gonna harvest real quick. That's a nice little basket of sage. All right, that looks way different, doesn't it? We got quite a bit in here. So last year when I picked my mint, what I did is I made extract with it. It was so good just to add it in. If you're making like a chocolate mint brownie or a cookie, or it was just a nice little added flavor. As far as this one, we're going to leave this one go for now. I'm going to wash up the sage and this mint, and if I do have room on my freeze dryer tray, we will go and add the other mint to that. I came back inside and then I realized I forgot to check this bed. Oh, there was a butterfly. So, oh, geez, I haven't been down here for so long. Man, is there bee activity. Look at, I've got a cauliflower. That's so nice. That's exciting. But we do have a lot of peppers growing on these plants. This is the chocolate pepper, so we're going to leave these until they turn. Got cayennes down here. I'm going to wait for them to turn red. This is a different type of jalapeno I've never grown, but I know when they start to get the little white lines right like this, it's a good time to pick them. So we'll go through and pick these, and I'm thinking putting some jalapenos in instead of the cayennes with the pickles. All right, so that's not too bad. We're gonna, then I forgot in the main garden to grab my the sweet peppers and the banana peppers. So back to the garden we go. Yeah, like I said, my main intent to come down here this morning was just to water in my seedlings and pick a few peppers and then the blushing tomatoes. And here I am looking at everything, and I'm realizing I'm going to spend a day in here probably tomorrow and just doing my maintenance on my plants here. I've got, you know, just some yellowing leaves on the beans and some little bit of weeds. So it'd be nice to go and just kind of clean all that stuff up and keep everything looking good. But that will definitely have to be for another day because I could easily lose track of time down here. It's a very easy thing to do when you're a gardener. I've got a few. I'm going to pick this Jimmy Nardello. This is another Jimmy Nardello plant. I'm going to pick these off because I notice sometimes when you leave them, they do start to change color. Just about ready to walk out, and I forgot to harvest this right here. I just picked through it real quick because I'm not too concerned to get everything because anything left on that is going to be seed for next year. But there is some really nice ones, so we'll add this to our peppers. All right, I need to get inside, you guys, and start preserving all my delicious garden blessings. I hope you guys all have a wonderful day, and thank you for joining me, and I will see you next time. From my garden to yours, happy growing.